Hello, this is Greg Deckler, and welcome to my session on Dueling Tooltips. So in today's session, I'm going to be showing you how you can have multiple tooltip pages for a single visualization in a report, as well as with a little bit of DAX, just real simple DAX, and a little bit of tricky configuration, you can actually show different tooltips depending on where you are in a hierarchy, as well as if you're using field parameters, which field parameter that you've chosen. Okay, so let's get into it real quick. I'm going to show you the data model here. It's really simple. I've got an index that goes from 1 to 50, and then I have a column here that just generates a random number. Then I have this red or green, which is based upon what index if it's odd, it's red. If it's even, it's green. And then I've got column 4, which based upon a random number and it being less than 0.4, returns either pickle or banana. So if you think about this, you should have more bananas than pickles, right? Okay, that is the basic part of the data model. I also have this measure here called measure, very inventive. And you can just see it doesn't matter what this formula is, it's just some random formula. I'm not sure why I came up with that one, but I did. And then measure 2 is just a simple whole number. It's just 500. It's just hard coded. And you can also see I have a field parameter, and we'll talk about that later. Okay, so back to my report. So in my report now, so I have my sum of column 1, my measure, and my measure 2. And that's all in my visual here. So column y-axis is sum of measure 1 and measure. And then my line y-axis is measure 2. And then my x-axis is a hierarchy, just a ad hoc hierarchy of column 3, column 4. So now if I hover over my sum of column 1, you can see I get a card visual. But if I hover over my measure, I get a different visual. And if I hover over my line, I get still yet another visual tooltip, different. Okay, so how do you set this up? Okay, the setup is pretty simple and not too much different than how you would set up tooltips in general. So what I do is you want to make sure that you come over here to your format, your general, go to tooltips, make sure it's set to on, make sure it's set to report page, and then make sure that your page is of type auto. Now on your tooltip pages, so here is the tooltip page for measure, and you can see that the setup here is I go to my format pane, I go to page information, and I set my uses tooltip to on, and then I have my canvas setting, and I have it set to a type tooltip. And then in your tooltip keep all filters well, I have measure. Okay. So now on the other tooltip pages, it's the same setup for the page, but here on this card visual, I have my column 1 in my keep all filters. And then on this page, which is my tree map, I have measure 2 as my keep all filters. So that by configuring it that way, since this is set to auto, then depending on where I am in this visual, what I'm displaying, it picks the right tooltip page for me. Pretty simple, right? All right, let's get something maybe a little trickier. So as you know, I have a hierarchy here, column 3 and column 4, and this line visual again shows a tree map. But if I drill into this visual, here I still have my card visual, and here I still have my other visual, and you can see that yes, it's red and it's pickle and it's max of 49, and there's my measure. And same thing here, I have my card visual. And then here I have I'm in banana, red, max of 40, index is 47. That's all well and good. But if I hover over my line visual, you can see I have a bar chart. So no longer a tree map, I have a bar chart. So in case you missed it, tree map, drill in, bar chart. Okay, so how do you set that up? A little bit more of a tricky configuration, but not very hard to do. So here you can see my tooltip page for my measure 2. And I have on here my tree map visual. But there's another visual on this page. And that is, so if I hide one of these, oh, wrong one. I hide this one. There we go. You can see there's another visual here. Okay. It's not displaying anything at the moment, but you can see it's there. All right. So what's going on? How's this working? Well, what I've done is set up these visuals so that I've got them both hidden now. Set up both these visuals. One of the important parts is to come in here into general, into effects, and set the backgrounds to off, or give your background 100% transparency, however you want to do it. But you don't want a background on these visuals, okay? And then what I've done, the real trick here is if you noticed, got this one. I have this one selected. This is Dueling 1. And this one selected is Dueling 2. So the real magic in these is really in these measures, these Dueling 1 and Dueling 2 measures. What I've done in Dueling 1 is I'm just saying, okay, give me the distinct count of column 4, and I'm going to do a count rows across it. If it equals 1, then I display measure 2. Otherwise, I display blank. And Dueling 2, as you might suspect, is the exact opposite. Still counting the rows, distinct table 4 equals 1, blank this time, and then if it's not equal to 1, it's measure 2. Okay, so they're basically the opposite of one another. So if you think about this, when I am at my hierarchy level of column 3, I'm always going to have count rows of being 2. But once I drill down into column 4 at my hierarchy level, then my count rows, depending on, is going to be 1, right? I'm going to be in one specific category of column 4, one or the other. And so that is why this works. Here I'm drilled into column 4. I get my bar chart visual, which is that hidden visual that was returning blank, because the count rows, until you actually drill into it, it's going to be 2. And if I drill up, right now, that is now 2. So my opposite visual shows up, right? So that is how you can implement different tooltips to appear at different levels of a hierarchy. Like I said, pretty simple DAX. Okay, let's go on to another similar example. So you can see here, I have my field parameters either index or column 3. And here I have my visual is currently set to index. If I hover over here, I get my 26 green pickle. Missed a step. I got to turn off my tooltip for page 2. Okay, now I come back here. And if I hover over this, you can see I have my 971. If I do my measure, and I have to turn on my tooltip for page 5. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, back to here. Now I've got my page 5 tooltip turned on and my page 2 tooltip turned off because they're both set for measure, essentially. So now if I hover over here, now I get a tree map for my measure. But if I switch to column, I get a bar chart. Okay. So it's actually pretty similar setup to what we just went through with hierarchy. So if I go to my page 5 visual, I click here, you can see that I have my Dueling 3 measure versus my other visual, I have my Dueling 4 measure. So what's going on there? So what's going on there is I have, and if I hide this one, yeah, it's the same thing. It shows up blank at the moment because of how the measure is written. So here, instead of counting the rows in table 4, I'm just grabbing the max out of my parameter column, and if it's equal to index, then it shows the measure. If it's not set to index, it shows blank. And of course, Dueling 4 is the exact opposite. If it's indexed, it's blank. Otherwise, it shows the measure. And so obviously then I have these in this Dueling 4 visual is my bar chart. In my Dueling 3 measure, it is my tree map. And that is how when I go into here and I have column 3, I hover over, I get a bar chart. But if I go to index and I hover over there, now I get a tree map. Okay, so it's really that's simple, just a little bit of simple DAX, pretty trivial actually, and then just a little bit of configuration work using stacked visuals with transparent backgrounds, and that's all really there is to it. And you can do some really kind of interesting things, I think, with this technique in terms of being able to add context to different levels of a hierarchy or add different kinds of context within the visual. depending on what field parameters chosen. And that's really, it's not too bad. Pretty simple. That is all I have for today. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you next time.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Enterprise DNA TV. If you enjoyed the content covered in this particular tutorial, please throw the video a like. It really helps us and we really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Enterprise DNA TV channel. We have a huge amount of content coming out all the time from myself and a range of content creators, all dedicated to improving the way that you use Power BI and the Power Platform. Lastly, check out Enterprise DNA's website, plenty of resources and further learning that you can access very easily. All the best. Take care.